Welcome the rare gems. Sigma females are wired differently. While most people are drawn to what's popular or easily understood, Sigma females have a natural curiosity for the unusual, the hidden, and the overlooked. They don't follow typical paths or conform to society's idea of what should be interesting. Instead, they're fascinated by things that others might miss entirely. Those small, unnoticed details that hold deeper meaning. What sets them apart isn't just their independence, but the unique way they see the world. Their interests often seem strange, even abnormal, but that's what makes them so compelling. They find depth in the unexpected, value in the unspoken, and truth in the complexities most people choose to ignore. Let's get started. Rare gems. I recommend watching the entire video to get a better grasp of the subject. Number 1. Hyper-awareness of body language in conflict. In conflicts, most people get caught up in words, what's being said, how loudly, or what tone is being used. But Sigma females operate on a completely different level. While everyone else is reacting to the spoken argument, they're reading the room in ways others can't. They notice the small, nearly invisible signs that reveal what's really going on beneath the surface. A slight twitch of the eyebrow, the way someone's hands fidget, or even a small shift in how they're sitting. These are the things Sigma females are hyper-aware of. It's not just about observing, though. Sigma females are expert decoders of body language. They understand that people rarely say exactly what they mean, especially in the heat of an argument. Emotions like fear, insecurity, or frustration often manifest in physical cues long before they're spoken aloud. By picking up on these subtle signs, Sigma females get to the core of what's really driving the conflict. This ability gives them an edge. They can anticipate someone's next move or understand their true feelings without needing it spelled out. While others are still stuck on the surface-level argument, Sigma females are already one step ahead, seeing the bigger picture. Their hyper-awareness of body language allows them to navigate conflict more intelligently, often diffusing situations before they escalate further. It's not just a skill, it's almost like a superpower, making them masters of the unspoken. Number 2. Lost languages and scripts. While most people focus on modern languages or popular forms of communication, Sigma females find themselves drawn to something far more obscure: lost languages and forgotten scripts. They have a fascination with ancient writing systems that have long disappeared from everyday use. Where others see old symbols and cryptic markings as meaningless or outdated, Sigma females see them as puzzles waiting to be solved. They understand that these lost languages once held the key to entire civilizations, carrying stories, knowledge, and history that have since slipped through the cracks of time. For them, it's not just an academic interest. It's about uncovering something hidden, something buried beneath layers of history that most have forgotten. It's the thrill of trying to piece together what was once understood by so many, but has now become a mystery. Sigma females enjoy the challenge of diving into these ancient scripts, spending hours researching patterns, decoding symbols, and trying to understand the cultural context behind them. This interest goes beyond the surface. Sigma females see lost languages as a gateway to understanding the minds and lives of people from centuries past. It's not just about translating words, but about gaining insight into a time and place where communication was entirely different. To them, these forgotten languages are more than relics. They're windows into human nature, society, and thought processes that have been overlooked for too long. Deciphering them is like unlocking a piece of human history that still holds value today. Number 3. Analyzing human nature, not just actions. Sigma females aren't satisfied with just observing what people do. They're driven to understand people do what they do. While most stop at actions, Sigma females go deeper, dissecting the motivations and inner workings of human nature. When someone reacts a certain way, they don't just take it at face value. Instead, they ask themselves, what's really going on here? They dig into the underlying emotions, insecurities, and desires that drive a person's choices, sometimes understanding these motivations even more clearly than the person themselves. It's almost like they're conducting a constant psychological analysis, not to judge or manipulate, but because they find human nature endlessly fascinating. Sigma females are obsessed with peeling back the layers of behavior to uncover what's really driving people, whether it's fear, ambition, or unresolved trauma. They understand that most actions are rooted in something deeper, and they're willing to go there, to explore that hidden territory that most people avoid. This deep understanding gives Sigma females a unique perspective. They're often able to empathize with people on a level that surprises others because they see the full picture, the conflicts, the contradictions, and the vulnerabilities that lie beneath someone's outward behavior. And while this insight can be a heavy burden at times, it also allows them to navigate relationships and social dynamics in a way that feels almost instinctual. It's more than just curiosity. It's a genuine desire to understand the complexities of human nature. Number 4. Self-interrogation as a habit. Sigma females have a habit that sets them apart from most. They're constantly questioning themselves. While many people tend to avoid deep self-reflection, Sigma females dive headfirst into it. They regularly ask themselves tough questions. Why did I react like that? What's driving this decision? Am I being honest with myself? This self-interrogation isn't just a passing thought. It's a constant, ongoing process that shapes how they move through life. This habit of questioning their motives, actions, and beliefs might sound exhausting to some, but for Sigma females, it's necessary. They don't let themselves off the hook or settle for surface-level answers. Instead, they hold themselves to a high standard of accountability, constantly seeking clarity and truth within their own minds. It's not about self-criticism or doubt. It's about staying sharp, self-aware, and in control of their personal growth. Through this relentless self-reflection, Sigma females gain a psychological edge. They know themselves deeply, both their strengths and their weaknesses. They're not afraid to confront uncomfortable truths or challenge their own assumptions, which allows them to adapt and evolve in ways most people don't. This self-awareness gives them a unique ability to navigate life's challenges with confidence, as they've already done the internal work to understand their true motivations. In a world where many avoid introspection, Sigma females use self-interrogation as a powerful tool for growth, giving them a sense of clarity and direction that few can match. Thank you for being a valued subscriber. Your continued support is incredibly important to us and inspires us to keep producing meaningful content. We truly appreciate your engagement and dedication. Number 5. Psychic and parapsychological phenomena. For Sigma females, the exploration of psychic and parapsychological phenomena isn't just a casual interest. It's a deep dive into the mysterious edges of human experience. This fascination involves delving into realms that blend the scientific with the mystical, where conventional boundaries of understanding are pushed and sometimes blurred. Imagine exploring psychic abilities like telepathy or precognition, not just through speculative fiction or popular media, but through serious, unconventional research. Sigma females are drawn to studying these phenomena with a mix of skepticism and open-mindedness, questioning and testing the limits of human perception. This means engaging with experimental methods that might involve anything from cutting-edge neurotechnology to ancient practices that have long been dismissed by mainstream science. They might investigate the real-world implications of telepathy. Can thoughts truly be transmitted without spoken words? Or delve into the nature of precognition. Are some people able to perceive future events before they happen? They blend rigorous scientific inquiry with a willingness to explore mystical traditions and unusual experiences, seeking to understand what lies beyond ordinary perception. For Sigma females, this journey is about more than just finding answers. It's about expanding their understanding of human potential and reality itself. They approach these phenomena with an open yet critical mindset, embracing the challenge of reconciling scientific evidence with the enigmatic aspects of human consciousness. It's a pursuit that blends curiosity with courage, leading them to explore the profound and often elusive aspects of existence. Number 6. Finding beauty in imperfection and flaws. Sigma females have a distinct way of seeing the world. While many people are busy chasing a polished, perfect version of life, they're drawn to the raw and unfiltered. They find something deeply beautiful in imperfection and flaws, seeing them as marks of authenticity in a world that often feels superficial. Instead of striving for a flawless image, Sigma females appreciate the unique stories and character that imperfections bring. Whether it's the cracks in an old vase, the honest lines on a face, or the uneven rhythm of life's challenges, they recognize that these imperfections are what make things truly genuine. They understand that behind every flaw is a story of real experience, something that a smooth, perfect surface could never convey. For Sigma females, beauty and imperfection isn't just about aesthetics. It's about the honesty that comes with it. They crave authenticity, and imperfections often reveal a deeper truth about who we are and how we live. They find comfort and inspiration in things that are far from perfect because these things reflect the real, messy, and beautiful nature of life itself. This appreciation for the unpolished allows them to connect with others on a deeper level. They're not interested in facades or pretense, but in what lies beneath. By embracing imperfections, Sigma females find a richer, more meaningful beauty in the world around them, one that resonates with their desire for realness and depth. Number 7. Mastering emotional detachment without losing compassion. Sigma females have a remarkable skill that often leaves people intrigued. They can detach emotionally from people and situations while still maintaining a deep sense of compassion. This isn't about being cold or indifferent. Rather, it's about mastering a balance between emotional distance and empathy. In challenging situations, while others might become overwhelmed by their feelings, Sigma females manage to step back and assess things with a clear mind. They're able to offer support and care without letting their own emotions distort their judgment. This ability allows them to respond to others' needs with genuine concern, without getting bogged down by the emotional turbulence that often accompanies interpersonal conflicts. This emotional detachment isn't about shutting off feelings, it's about managing them effectively. Sigma females understand that to offer the best support, they need to keep their emotions in check, ensuring they make decisions based on reason and empathy rather than being swayed by their own feelings. This skill helps them navigate complex situations with a level-headed approach, providing a calm and measured response even in the midst of chaos. People are often baffled by this ability because it challenges the usual perception that compassion requires emotional involvement. For Sigma females, true compassion means caring deeply while also maintaining the clarity needed to act effectively. This balance of emotional detachment and compassion makes them not only reliable allies, but also insightful observers of human nature, able to offer both support and wisdom without getting lost in the emotional storm. Number 8. Unapologetic obsession with memory and its subjectivity. Sigma females have a unique fascination with memory, seeing it as a dynamic and ever-changing phenomenon rather than something fixed and unalterable. While most people think of memory as a stable record of past events, Sigma females are captivated by how memories shift, fade, and transform over time. They're intrigued by the way their own recollections of an event can change from day to day. One moment, a memory might seem crystal clear, and the next, details might blur or shift. This fluidity in how they perceive their past experiences challenges the conventional notion of a single, unchanging truth. For them, memories are like living organisms, constantly evolving and adapting based on new experiences, emotions, and reflections. This obsession isn't just about academic curiosity. It's a deeper exploration of how the mind works. Sigma females are fascinated by the subjectivity of memory and how it impacts their understanding of reality. They know that every memory is colored by personal perception and emotion, making it a highly subjective experience. This awareness allows them to see their own life story and those of others as a series of fluid narratives rather than fixed events. By embracing the shifting nature of memory, Sigma females challenge traditional views of truth and history. They recognize that what we remember is often less about objective reality and more about our personal interpretation. This perspective not only deepens their understanding of themselves and others, but also enriches their appreciation for the complexities of human experience. Number 9. Addiction to underwhelming experiences. Addiction to underwhelming experiences. Sigma females have a fascinating quirk. They're not drawn to the dramatic highs and lows of life, but instead find a curious satisfaction in underwhelming experiences. While many chase after exciting or emotionally charged events, Sigma females often seek out situations where things fall short of expectations. For them, the charm lies in the ordinary and the disappointing, the moments where reality doesn't quite meet the hype. They're intrigued by how people react when their anticipations are unmet or when things turn out to be less thrilling than promised. This fascination isn't about seeking boredom, but about exploring human behavior in the face of letdowns. By immersing themselves in underwhelming scenarios, Sigma females gain insights into how people cope with and respond to disappointment. They observe the subtle shifts in mood, the unspoken tensions, and the ways people mask their true feelings. These experiences provide a unique perspective on human nature, revealing the often hidden reactions that come to light when expectations aren't fulfilled. This interest allows Sigma females to understand the nuances of emotional resilience and personal reactions in a way that many miss. They find value in the mundane and the overlooked, seeing these moments as opportunities to study the deeper aspects of human experience. Their ability to derive meaning from the underwhelming makes them keen observers of life's subtleties, adding a rich layer to their understanding of how people navigate the less glamorous side of reality. Number 10. Strategizing power through perception, not domination. Sigma females have a unique approach to power. Unlike those who seek control by directly dominating others, they're far more interested in mastering how they're perceived. For them, the real influence lies in perception management, not brute force or assertive authority. They understand that power doesn't always have to be loud or aggressive. Sometimes, it's the quiet control of how others see you that holds the most sway. By carefully curating their actions, words, and even their silence, Sigma females shape the way people interpret them. They don't waste energy trying to overpower others because they know the key is how they're understood, not how forcefully they can assert themselves. Whether it's in social situations or professional environments, they're experts at creating an image that works to their advantage, often without anyone even noticing the strategy at play. This subtle manipulation of perception is their way of staying ahead. They allow others to underestimate them or think they've got them figured out, only to reveal their true intentions when the moment is right. It's a quieter, more patient kind of power, one that lets them stay in control without needing to dominate outright. In a world where many seek to be seen as the strongest or most commanding, Sigma females opt for something different: the power of perception. By controlling how they're viewed, they can navigate complex dynamics with ease, often achieving their goals without ever needing to engage in direct conflict or domination. In conclusion, Sigma females aren't drawn to the ordinary or the expected. Their interests often lie in places most people overlook or shy away from, but that's exactly what makes them so unique. They embrace the unusual, not because they want to stand out, but because they find meaning and depth where others don't think to look. From understanding the hidden nuances of human behavior to exploring forgotten languages or finding beauty in life's imperfections, they're not afraid to dive into the strange and unexplored. What sets Sigma females apart is their willingness to pursue these abnormal interests with genuine curiosity and intention. They don't follow the crowd or settle for surface-level understanding. Instead, they seek out the deeper truths that often go unnoticed. In a world that values conformity, Sigma females thrive by carving their own path, embracing what makes them different. And while their interests may seem strange to others, they're ultimately a reflection of their desire to live authentically and explore the world on their own terms. This fearless approach to life allows them to uncover insights and experiences that most people never even consider, making them some of the most intriguing and independent thinkers around. Thank you, Rare Gems, for tuning in. Stay vigilant as always. See you in our next video. God bless you.